Hello and welcome to Nonsense Talk News. I am Pallab Ghosh with you. As you all know, elections are knocking at the door. Dates have been announced. Candidates are busy campaigning. Political parties too are busy in announcing the candidates list. Candidates list have always been a surprise in elections, especially for those who expect and don't get, and they either leave the party or keep fuming. But for those who don't expect and get a ticket is a very big surprise. Well, such a situation has taken place in West Bengal. The Sandeshkhali survivor Rekha Patra has been nominated from Basirhat Lok Sabha constituency by Bharatiya Janaya Party BJP. This candidate, Rekha Patra, was immensely vocal during the entire Sandeshkhali fiasco. Not only she was vocal or raised her voice against the atrocities of Sheikh Shah Jahan and his goons, but she had inspired many women to take to street and protest. Well, for those who are not aware of Sandeshkhali, but I feel that there will be very few who actually don't know about Sandeshkhali. Sandeshkhali was burning even last month, and women, they came out on the streets and protested. They accused Sheikh Shah Jahan and his goons of knocking on the door in the middle of the night, dragging women, girls, females of the households, taking them to the Trinamool party office, keeping them for days, molesting them, raping them. And once they were done, they dumped them. If you remember, these women had even accused these goons of picking up the most beautiful girls in the household. They said that if it was the elderly today, then definitely the younger in the households were their prey for the next day. Disgrace and shame, but that was the story. So Rekha Patra and many women like her had dared to raise their voice against the jungle raj of Mamata Banerjee government. Mamata Banerjee, who called it til ke taal, an exaggeration. Nothing new though, because we had heard from Mamata Banerjee earlier, calling Suzette Jordan Park Street gang rape as Choto Ghotona. We had seen Mamata Banerjee going to Kamduni and calling Tumpa Koyal and Moushumi Koyal as Maoists, when they wanted to go near to their Didi and express their plight. They wanted to say that Didi, put some lights on the street, because if you don't put the lights, then such things will happen. And don't forget, the Kamduni rape was just on the lines of Nirbhaya or Jyoti Singh Pandey. So BJP has nominated Rekha Patra from Basirhat Lok Sabha constituency. The previous MP from this constituency was Nusrat Jahan, another close confidant of Mamata Banerjee. And during this entire fiasco, we didn't hear a word from Nusrat Jahan. Nusrat Jahan ducked. And when the media, the reporters, the journalists tried to contact her, she used to disconnect the calls. And after a long time, she came in the open and said, that too, with a wrong section, calling 144 as 164 or something like that. So this was Nusrat Jahan, who didn't even care to listen to these women. And Nusrat Jahan, since 2011, didn't get an inkling that something like this was happening in her constituency, Basirhat. Sandeshkhali falls under this constituency. On Tuesday, Bharatiya Janaya Party had nominated Rekha Patra from Basirhat Lok Sabha constituency. And on that very day, Prime Minister Narendra Modi had called Rekha Patra personally to congratulate her, which of course now is in news and it's a big hype now. Oppositions are mocking that too. They are unable to eschew the Prime Minister calling up a very ordinary candidate, sorry for my words, but very ordinary candidate, first timer, a village woman, and congratulating her. Prime Minister called her Shakti Sarupa and said that, and I quote, "There's a huge responsibility on your shoulders now. I know it's very difficult to fight with the ruling regime there, but I am also confident that you will do it. You have been an inspiration for many in the Sandeshkhali. I may be far away from you people, but I am always with you there. I may be away, but I try to keep abreast with the ground situation." Unquote. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi wanted to know the ground situation from Rekha Patra. And Rekha Patra, elated naturally. A first-timer, a village woman, was elated. And she shared the woes and the problems the women are facing since 2011. Rekha Patra called Narendra Modi as God. But that's understandable, because it was a very big thing for Rekha Patra. Well, Rekha Patra's candidature has irked many in the village, especially those who were Trinamool appeasers, whom we saw recently calling the entire Sandeshkhali a drama. And these shameless women, they stood with Sheikh Shah Jahan. But others in Sandeshkhali are elated, they are very happy. They say that they are confident if Rekha Patra wins, then definitely she will be able to represent their voices in parliament. Well, too early to conclude. We really don't know if Rekha Patra will make it to the parliament or not, but if Rekha Patra makes it to the parliament, then we may hope that the voices of these oppressed people, especially women in these areas, because there are many Sandeshkhalis, so the plight of these women will be exposed and she will be able to represent them in the parliament and on the platform in New Delhi. And honestly, the call of the hour is we need lots of Rekha Patra in politics. All I hope and pray is may she win it from Basirhat, and also she maintains the conviction, because that's very important. At the end of the day, she should be able to maintain the conviction she is making today. And I'm sure she will be different, because she is a simple woman, a housewife from Sandeshkhali who had seen the dark days, who had herself been the victim of the atrocities of Sheikh Shah Jahan and his coups. On behalf of Nonsense Talk News, I wish Rekha Patra very best of luck for the forthcoming 2024 Lok Sabha elections. This is Pallab Ghosh signing off for Nonsense Talk News.